this is it, guys. This is the year we do it. Like, we talked about it. We've played around it. We've beat around the bush. We've gotten close. We've gotten close. But this is the year that it happens. 2020, boys. Let's talk about 30. Oh, let's talk about the 90 days of Shino. And we are officially, I guess, at our 30-day checkpoint. Either way, let's get right into it. First, what is the 90 days of Shino? So, for those of you guys who don't know my story about how I got partnered, we've got a lot of new faces around, so there might be a few. First and foremost, basically, when the 90 days of Shino is basically a rehash of, for at least for me, of my original partner push, but more for me mentally than for the community. Although I'm super happy for you guys to come be a part of it and get hyped with it. This is more for just a rehash for me to get me back into the mindset that I was in when I pushed for partner. The reason for this is just because I've been, as of January 19th of this year, or next year, I guess, 2020, I will have been a Twitch partner for 2 years. And I feel like I've done enough soul searching, which is what I feel like since I got partnered. This happens to a lot of partners, but since I got partnered, I started doing some soul searching. And I currently feel as if I have done enough soul searching. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. Now it's just time to execute. And that is what this is about. Now, the whole reason for the 90 days themselves is, for those of you guys who don't know, when I went to push for partner, I did a 30-day challenge where I was going to stream every day or until I got partnered. And I streamed every day for about 139 days, and I got partnered on day 139. And then I actually kept going to day 146. And then I finally took a day off because I just didn't know how to take a day off after getting partnered. I just didn't know what else to do except for stream because it becomes such a integral part of my daily routine that if I spent 4 hours or if I didn't stream for at least 4 to 6 hours, which was usually way longer than that, but if I didn't do that, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my day. I didn't have plans. I didn't have scheduled. I wasn't video editing. I just didn't know what the fuck to do if I wasn't streaming. So, as you guys know, Twitch is a much different landscape. Doesn't necessarily conducive, and I don't think you'd grow just by streaming every single day anymore. But one of the big problems I've had since then, because I pulled back my streaming so much to the point where I was sometimes not streaming, almost sometimes for months at a time, where I'd literally go almost a full month without a single stream, or maybe only 1 or 2 streams here or there, just because I was, I was handling things and I wasn't not doing anything, but I wasn't doing nearly as much as I could have in terms of my Twitch career. So I wanted to make sure, basically this was just to get me back in the streaming. There's a lot of hiccups when you take a break from streaming. There's a lot of things that hit your mind. Do I go live? Should I go live? How do I go live? This, that, or whatever. Bunch of things that in the grand scheme of things, in my honest opinion, don't matter. And you need to learn how to push through. And this 30 days, if I've gained anything from the 30 days, is learning how to push through that and just hit go live. Doesn't matter if my hair's messed up. Doesn't matter if my bed's not made. Doesn't matter if I'm hungry or thirsty or just not in the mood. We got to the point where when it's time to go live, I can hit that go live button. Sometimes it means I sleep. Sometimes it means I skip my going live on time. I'll sleep for an extra hour or two because I need to sleep, and then just go live afterwards and give people a great stream afterwards. But I've gotten over the am I just not going to hit this? I've gotten over my fear of hitting the start stream button, which is something everyone has, and that's been really good for me. The other big thing is I've also gotten over my fear of not having the numbers I want. I stopped looking at my numbers. I used to always look at my numbers, but for the 30 days, I haven't really looked at my numbers. I look at my numbers in a week or on a month scale, but I stopped looking at my numbers just because I needed to get away from Dead by Daylight. I've been trying to do this for almost ever, it seems like now, but the time is now. That being said, I'm planning on doing some stuff with Dead by Daylight that I want to do and I want to try just because I want to try it, but it's something I want to do. But I needed to get away from the game in a way that allowed me to breathe and do other things. I need to accept that my stream will survive without Dead by Daylight, my community will survive without Dead by Daylight, and sometimes I needed time away from that game, especially because the game is just shit right now. Nothing's happening, nothing's coming out that's worth mentioning. It's just a shit game in a shit place. And I need my time away from it until they decide they want to do more of the game. But I've been playing nothing but League of Legends. I enjoy the competitive aspects of the league. having a good time, hanging out with stream, talking about things. I still talk about DVD, but just playing a game I enjoy instead of playing a game I don't enjoy has helped with the going live every single day so much. I cannot stress how much just playing something I want to play has improved my ability to go live every single day. So we're there for now. But we're not just there. We've got a lot of other things coming. But that was probably, I think, the biggest thing. But this video, as we've already rumbled on for quite a bit, but this video is basically to tell you the other things that I've gained over the last 30 days. So one, as we mentioned, I learned how to get over the fear of hitting the go live. I've learned how to stop worrying about my numbers. I still look at my numbers at like a week and month scale, like in like retrospect, but I don't worry about my numbers while I'm live. I let them be what they are while they live, and I just worry about how I can improve my stream in retrospect and then going forward, as opposed to like fretting over every single number while I'm live. This isn't something necessarily I recommend for everybody, but for someone who is really high and is down really low, I need to be able to do that so that I can focus on the stream itself, because I know the numbers currently don't represent the stream. It's just right now I need to learn how to put myself out there to people who like watching League of Legends as opposed to DVD, and then those numbers will climb back up, but that's just going to take some time, and I have to be willing to give my stream that time to grow. I wanted to do 9 a.m. every day. I did not do that. I did that for a majority of days. I'm currently back at the 9 a.m. schedule, but there was a week period after my birthday where I just didn't do 9 a.m. simply because I couldn't get up. I like stayed up too late one night, messed up my whole sleep schedule, threw me all out of whack. But I still streamed every single one of those days. But I just streamed at 9 p.m. or like 11 p.m. instead of at 9 a.m. But my goal, as I said, was still to stream for at least 4 hours every single day, and I did that. So now that I've gotten to the point where I'm streaming every day, the goal now is to get back into dropping a video every day. And these videos may be in different formats, and different channels, and different platforms. There'll be links to all of those whenever those go up, so you can find them. Follow me on Discord, Twitter, best way to get a hold of those. But there will be videos everywhere. You'll see my face everywhere, I promise. The next goal of the 30 days is to continue to stream every single day for at least 4 hours, and then have a video go out every single day. They may be on different channels. They may be on different platforms. They may be on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, IGTV. If you want these things, the links on where you can find all of these will be in the description down below. But we're going to be testing out different things on different platforms. But the goal is just to put out a video every single day, along with streaming every single day. One of the easiest places to find this is in my Discord. There's a tab called Shino's Upload. You can make it an announcement tab. You can make it like an important thing so you don't mute it. I won't add everyone in it. I will just post every single time there's a new video. It'll go in there. And every time I go live, whatever I think is the most important video, I will have that added, and you'll be able to grab that in the description of my, or in the, the title of my stream. So you always know what the big things are. But again, best way to find all these things, follow the links down below, or hit me up in Discord. Best way to find what's going on there. But that's been it, really. I needed to do this simply because I'm doing stream coaching again. I'm doing a lot of things again that involve streaming. And it's really hard, in my opinion, for me to give advice on streaming if I'm not streaming. Even though I'm still watching and studying and learning regularly, I still need to be in the fray, in the grind, so that I could be like, all right, this is what it feels like to grind. This is what's going on currently on the platform. This is what works. This is what doesn't work. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. And I need to be in it to be able to be like, all right, this is what I think is best. Because honestly, I just feel like a bunch of people, even some of my friends, some people I like, are just putting out a lot of bad information out there. And I'm like, you know what? I am the stream sensei. If I'm going to be putting out the right information, I need to be in the grind. So I can be like, listen, I'm in the hustle. I feel you. I know what you're going through. I got you. But that's why, like I said, I need to take the time away to be able to do that. But what's going on moving forward? We're at day 30 now. This video is going up on day 31, technically, or it should be. Actually, fuck it, I'll put this video up tonight. So it'll be going out the night of day 30. So check this out. Enjoy this video. I'm going to be doing my best to get a video up every single day. There'll be a bunch of channels. Discord will be the place to find it. We have a big announcement that will be in another video. Basically, that big announcement is I'll be a special guest at Level Up Expo, February 21st through 23rd. I'm going to be a guest alongside a bunch of voice acting greats like Yuri Lowenthal, a huge, basically, there's a bunch of guests from like almost half the Overwatch, your favorite Overwatch characters are going to be there. Genji, Sombra, Hanzo, stuff like that. For me personally, the reason why I'm excited is I'm being considered a guest along anime vets like Sean Schummel, Christopher Sabat, and for me, Yuri Lowenthal. And I actually don't know the names of the voice actors, but the voice actors for Naruto and Kakashi. This is my first time meeting them. For those of you guys who know, Naruto's been a big part of my life. Huge fan of it. That shows what probably led me, a big part of what led me to be here today. So, with that being said and that in mind, it is an honor to be considered a special guest among them starting into 2020. And if you're going to be in the Las Vegas area, you should check that out. I have more later an announcement about that. But that's the other big thing. At day 60, we have another huge announcement for myself and my stream going for the rest of 2020. That'll be basically around January 29th ish. And then the last huge announcement, which was the biggest of all the announcements, will be on day 90. You won't want to miss it. But like I said, day 30 has been amazing. It's been back to be the streaming, back to be in the grind, at least 4 hours a day, every single day. Some days 13 hours, which have been fun. Those days have been something else. You've been doing 6-hour days. Again, it feels good. Sometimes doing 13-hour days. Those 13-hour days have been wild, but we've made them worth it. So I'm super happy to be there, super happy to be doing it. We've got a lot coming. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's been it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.